So what's up with the NDP? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'd like to welcome all the new subscribers to the channel, and I have a discussion today about the New Democrat Party in Canada. So first of all, I would like to highlight Wab Kinew and the newly elected NDP government in Manitoba. So when the Premier started talking about the carbon tax, all the conservative premiers across the country were against a consumer carbon tax. Premier Furey in Newfoundland is also against a consumer carbon tax. I believe he's a Liberal. But the New Democrat Premier in Manitoba, Wab Kinew, has said he's going to actually approach Justin Trudeau with Manitoba's plan to reach net zero. One of the key planks to his plan, his platform, I guess you could call it, to take to Prime Minister Trudeau is that the energy grid in Manitoba is decarbonized, and so they believe that they have a fairly easy path to net zero in Manitoba. So what I would like to ask Premier Eby here in British Columbia is what's different here from there. British Columbia has had a decarbonized energy grid for decades. If you pay any attention to what BC Hydro says about British Columbia's energy grid, they call it, clean green energy, and that's why they're trying to transition everybody to heat pumps and electric vehicles, because British Columbia has this clean green energy, and it's a real feather in our cap. But that said, our government in British Columbia still feels that we need a consumer-based carbon tax. Okay, so there we go. That's the one poke at the NDP. If anybody could answer that, somebody could tag maybe Nathan Cullen. I would like to hear his take on why British Columbia is different from Manitoba in, why the Manitoba NDP government feels they don't need a carbon tax. So the other NDP leader, Rachel Notley in Alberta, has also gone public stating that she does not support a consumer-based carbon tax. And it may be that this has to do with it's a political decision, because I don't think a government in Alberta is going to get elected on a carbon tax, no matter what. So it may be that she's just taking that route and just saying it, but I still would like to know why that is. And then perhaps most glaringly, and maybe most importantly, is in recent days, Jagmeet Singh, the leader of the federal New Democrats, when pressed in a press conference, refused to openly support the consumer carbon tax. He instead kind of back and forth on saying that they were going to share their plan in the coming days. But the reporters were really pressing him. They're trying to get a yes or no answer. In fact, a number of times they said, Mr. Singh, yes or no. And, typical politician refused to say yes or no. And typical politician led off most sentences with the Trudeau Liberals, Pierre Poilievre. I don't believe he mentioned Stephen Harper, but that's another fallback for most of these so-called progressive politicians. When they're pressed on something, is they like to fall back and say, well, Stephen Harper did this or that, right? So anyways, now the messaging is getting really mixed here. Is the Liberal NDP coalition in danger? Justin Trudeau had a real meltdown about this, and that he feels that he doesn't know what the NDP's position is on the carbon tax anymore. I mean, he was a little hot under the bloomers there in this conference. I don't have the footage here, but I'm sure you've seen it. I saw it on Trendline with Nick Nanos on CTV's YouTube channel. So I mean, say what you will about the mainstream media, that's where you're going to get a lot of this open source information. And I don't believe that we should cut ourselves off from the mainstream media. You need to watch it. You need to filter it. But I think if you don't watch it, you're not, as along with other sources, you're not going to be well informed if you don't watch a bit of everything. So anyways, that's my rant for the day. What's up with the NDP? God bless you from the Faith, Heart, and Homestead. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you have not already done so. And we'll see you next time.